Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent Start. I'm really happy you are still here and learning with me. In the previous episode, we learned how to start and end conversations naturally. You practiced greeting people, asking simple questions, and closing conversations politely. That was a very important step, because now you can begin and finish conversations more confidently. Today, we are going to take another step forward. We will learn how to tell simple stories in English. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted to tell a story in English, but you didn't know how to begin? Maybe you wanted to talk about your day, something interesting that happened, or a small experience, but you felt stuck. You didn't know what to say next. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. That is completely normal. Today, I will show you that telling a story can be simple and easy. You don't need difficult grammar. You don't need long sentences. You just need to speak step by step. When we tell a story, we are simply talking about something that happened. We can think about it like this. First, we say how the story starts. Then, we say what happens in the middle. And finally, we say how it ends. Let's begin with the start of a story. You can begin with simple words like yesterday, last night, or this morning. These words help your listener understand when your story happens. For example, you can say, yesterday, I woke up early. This is a very simple beginning, but it is clear. Now, after you start, you move to the middle of your story. This is where you talk about what happened next. You can use simple connectors like then or after that. For example, you can say, then I made breakfast, or after that, I went to work. These sentences help your story move forward. And finally, you can end your story. You can say something like, at the end, I went home, or finally, I felt happy. This gives your story a clear ending. Now, let's listen to a full short story. Yesterday, I woke up at 6. Then, I took a shower and ate breakfast. After that, I studied English for 1 hour. In the afternoon, I watched a video. At night, I felt tired, but I was happy. This story is simple, but it is complete. It has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Now, I want you to imagine your own story. Think about yesterday. What did you do? Try to remember your activities. Maybe you woke up, maybe you worked, maybe you studied, or maybe you relaxed. Try to say it in English. You can start with yesterday and then continue step by step. Don't worry if your sentences are short. Short sentences are okay. For example, you can say, yesterday, I worked. Then, I ate lunch. After that, I watched TV. At night, I slept. That is already a story. Now, let's make your story a little better. You can add more details. For example, instead of saying, I worked, you can say, I worked at home, or I worked with my friend. This makes your story more interesting. You can also add feelings. For example, you can say, I felt tired, or I felt happy. This makes your story more personal. Let's try another example. This morning, I woke up late. Then, I rushed to get ready. After that, I went to work. I felt a little tired, but I was okay. Do you see? It is still simple, but it sounds more natural and more real. Now I want you to try again. Think about your day today. What did you do? Try to tell your story in English. Speak slowly and clearly. It's okay if you stop and think. It's okay if you make mistakes. The important thing is that you try. You can also practice storytelling every day. At the end of your day, take 1 or 2 minutes to talk about what you did. You can do it in your room, in front of a mirror, or even record your voice. Recording your voice is very helpful. When you listen to your recording, you can hear your pronunciation and your sentences. Then you can try again and improve. Another good way to practice is to combine storytelling with shadowing. you can listen to a short story in English and repeat it. Then you can try to make your own story using similar sentences. Remember, storytelling is not about being perfect. It is about expressing your ideas clearly. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. At first, your story may be short. That is okay. Then, little by little, your story will become longer. You will add more details, more feelings, and more ideas. Before we finish, I want to give you a small challenge. Today, try to tell a short story about your day. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes. Use simple words like yesterday, then, after that, and finally. Try to speak out loud. If you can, record your voice. Then listen and try again. Each time, you will get better. You are doing a great job by continuing this journey. Step by step, you are becoming more confident in speaking English. Thank you so much for listening to Fluent Start. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep telling your story. In the next episode, we will learn how to describe people and things in English so you can speak with more detail and clarity. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.